What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, you guys, finally I am going to be going over my Robinhood dividend long-term investing portfolio that is now worth $10,000, actually a little bit above 10K. So you guys, without further ado, let's just get it. Alright, y'all, we are still here with the banana background. I'm still up in NorCal at some family's house, so bear with me. I should be back into my normal spot fairly soon, probably by the next video, hopefully. If you are new here, what is going on? My name is Nikki, new and mean the absolute world to me. If you would consider subscribing by hitting the MB in the bottom corner or that red subscribe button down underneath the video, join the crew, join the journey. On this channel, I post at least 2 times a week about investing, stocks, money, side hustles, just making money, having fun. I love to entertain and educate along the way, and I'm just really big right now on investing for something bigger than ourselves. So if you are into that, or if you like hanging out with me half as much as I love hanging out with each and every single one of you, please consider subscribing. Alright guys, so if you know these kind of revealing my portfolio videos, really I'm just going over my holdings, pretty much my average cost, how many I have, and what percent of my portfolio diversity that they are taking up. If you want anything in depth about a certain stock, please let me know down below. I'm starting to get a list together of stocks that I'm solely going to be focusing on, like one video, one stock, dive into it and see what's up. So if any in my portfolio you want to see, let me know. If there's ones outside of my portfolio that you want to see, let me know. But just know that this video is not going in depth about any of that. It's just going over my positions, and if you want more in-depth stuff, please feel free to check out the channel. I got a playlist about stocks, stock market, and investing that you can go ahead and check out. So you guys, let's get into the dang portfolio. Alright guys, I cannot believe I hit 10K. I posted my portfolio updated reveal video at $8,500 about a month ago or a month and a half ago, and I've just been really trying to get that 10K milestone, and your girl did it. So let's see what I got going on in here. As you can see, currently I'm at $10,000, almost $400. You know, we're after hours trading right now. It might fluctuate a little bit. Look at that, you guys. I mean, I know it's really, like, in the scheme of things, I guess it's not that much, but for your girl, it's a good amount of money. Now if you look today, I'm up about 0.6%. 1 week I'm up 3.17. 1 month I'm up 4.53%. 3 months I am up 15.68%. 1 year is 10.8, and all time is 10.79. Pretty much the same. Like I've said in other videos, I did start this portfolio on December 17th, 2019. Currently pushing that 10.8 all time, which I cannot hate on, especially what's going on. So I'm not mad at all. Let's go back to today, and let's just get into the actual holdings that I have. So the first one I have here is Age X. Now this, like I said, I'm gonna try my best to not go into it, but Age X was just a fun thing me and my dad decided to jump into. I have 105 shares at an average cost of about 99 cents. They were killing it yesterday. They were up like 40% yesterday. I was like out of my mind, but I know it's just gonna come back down, but it's just fun for me. It's 1.3% of my portfolio. I'm up a total of almost 34%. I don't plan on really adding more, and I definitely don't plan on really selling any unless it like gives me a very good profit. Moving on to the next one here is NRZ, New Residential Investments. They're currently at $7.96. I have 25 shares and an average cost of almost $8.50. I'm down a total of 6.12%, but they're not even 2% of my portfolio diversity. They do pay a decent dividend. I don't really know. I mean, this is one that I can throw some spare change into, kind of get the dividend to pay me a little bit more. They aren't one that I was like pursuing during Corona because I was kind of unsure of their situation, so I've just kind of been letting this one ride. Next up is OKE. This one, if you know my story with OKE, you already know, but it's currently around $30.50. I have a dividend. Ooh, you guys get to see a little sneak peek. Look at that, look at that. So 15 shares, average cost of $36.25. They make up almost 4.5% of my portfolio. I am down quite a bit, 16%, about $86. I don't know, this is another one where I was unsure because the whole oil issue in Saudi Arabia and all that stuff was kind of blowing up with Corona, all that stuff. So I just wasn't really heavy on the trigger with them, but they have sustained that dividend that you can see was pretty dope. So I might be adding in here to kind of average cost my way down. It's just one I kind of like goes over my head and I low-key kind of forget about it, but I love that dividend, so I might be adding some more. Moving right along to one of my favorite dividends is AT&T, almost $30. I say anything under $30, I'm grabbing AT&T. So I do have 10 shares, $34.09 average share price, 2.87% of my portfolio. I'm down about 12.5%. I'm not mad about it. I do really enjoy enjoy AT&T. I don't think growth-wise they're too great, but the dividend has been sustained for a very long time, and for that, I really do like AT&T. It's not one I forget about, but it's also one that I didn't feel like was at a great discount, and during Corona, I was really focusing on trying to get companies, solid companies that were at a bit of a discount, so that's why AT&T I've kind of just been coasting, but I'll definitely be adding to them over the long term, long haul regardless. All right, moving right along, coming in next year, we have Coca-Cola. They are currently at $47. I have 10 shares at an average cost of $45.16. I'm up about 4.5%. They make up about 4.5% of my portfolio, and you know, Coca-Cola, they're solid, they sturdy. Like I said, I'm not sure about too much growth for Coca-Cola. I know they're trying to get into that energy game, so maybe there is potential for that, but anything under 50 bucks for Coca-Cola I think is a buy. I think it's good. It's just, it's Coca-Cola, so you can't really go wrong. I just don't think that there's gonna be a ton of growth, but I think a little bit is possible. All right, guys, so the next one I have in my portfolio is Comcast. They're currently around the $42.30 mark. I have 8 shares at an average cost of $41.77. They're only about 3.27% of my portfolio. 2.6, excuse me. I am overall up about 1.25, which isn't that much, but hey, Comcast, they pay a really good dividend. I really do enjoy Comcast. I recently just told someone to buy a share of Comcast, so there you go. I mean, long term, I think there's room for that. Like I said, I'm trying really hard not to go into depth and whatever, but that's it. Okay, Comcast. Then I move right into Cisco. They're currently at $47. I have 7 shares at an average cost of $44.53. They make up about 3.2%. I'm up about 6.3% overall. They do pay an awesome dividend as well here, 3.01%. Love Cisco. They're solid. Cisco and Comcast were like 2 stocks that I bought literally right after I got Robinhood, I think. Don't ask me why. I don't really know why, but I just really wanted Cisco and Comcast, so there you go. Haven't really added to them recently. Like I said, other things were more appealing to me at this time, so that's that. Now this next one is probably my favorite growth stock I have in my portfolio. I'm obsessed. It's one of my success stories, even though it's not really that big of a deal, but hey, a girl, you know, we can just feel proud of ourselves sometimes. And that is Peloton. You guys, Peloton, I just can't. They're currently at $71. I have 6 shares at an average cost of $27.66, about 4% of my portfolio. I'm up about 157%, $260. Now I will say I'm kicking myself a little bit because I had 11 shares and I sold 5 when they hit like 49. This is why you just don't, I should have waited. Long term, you learn, but I should have waited because it was like the beginning of Corona, and had I known Corona was gonna last this long, I probably would have held it, but hey, whatever, you win, you lose, but I'm still winning right here. I'm not going to be adding any of this because I just don't think it's going to stay up there that long, although it could, because in my opinion, I don't know how many people are going to be going back to gyms once this is all over, but I'm gonna keep an eye. You know, if it gets back down into like the 40 or 50, I'll probably buy some more. For right now, I'm chilling at my 6 shares. With that return, I'm not mad at all. The next position I have is in Citigroup. They're currently around the $51 mark. I have a dividend coming up, but I have 6 shares at $50.87 a share. I'm up only 0.16%, and they only make up almost 3% of my portfolio. They do pay a great dividend. Their PE ratio is pretty low, could be undervalued. I think if it gets back to pre-COVID, we'll be sitting pretty, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. All right, trekking right along here. The next one is a Biohaven Pharmaceutical, $66 currently. I have 5 shares at $51.64 a share. They make up 3.19%. I'm up almost 30%, but 28%, about 72.75. And they don't pay dividend. This is a biopharm, so they're pretty volatile. They're pretty new, but you know, I like them, so we'll see. We'll see how this one turns out for me. Next one here is a financial. It is American Express. They're currently at about $95.39. I have a dividend coming up. You're already getting a peek of these dividends. I have 5 shares at $91 a share. I'm up a total of almost 5%, $22. They make up about 4.6% of my portfolio, and they do pay a pretty good dividend at 1.84. Love American Express. Let's move right along into RTX, Raytheon Technologies, currently at the $59.86 mark. I have 5 shares at an average cost of $61.53. They make up about 2.88%. Overall, I am down on them about 2.72. They do pay a pretty solid dividend. This one's kind of like, it's in limbo for me, but I still like it long term for sure. Next one is the big PFE, Pfizer. You guys, look at them. There was some good vaccine news. That's why that's going on. But they're currently at $39.40. I have a dividend coming. I have 5 shares at $35.63. I'm up almost 11%. They make up almost 2% of my portfolio diversity. They do pay that 3.91% dividend. Love Pfizer. And if this vaccine thing works for them, tremendous. If it doesn't, I'll just buy more, and bada boom, bada bing. Next one is one of my absolute freaking favorites, Waste Management, you guys. Waste Management currently about 109. I have 4 shares at an average cost of $100.17. I'm up 9%, about 36 bucks. They make up 4.2% of my portfolio. They got that sick dividend right there, 1.94. I have way too many videos talking about how much I love Waste Management. I will link one right here for you, and if you want to watch that, you can. If not, it'll be down in the description box below. Check it out after this video, obviously. Let's keep moving. Next one is Realty Income at $62 currently. There's a dividend coming. I have 4 shares at $58.49. I'm up about 6.6%. They make up about 2.4% of my portfolio. They have that monthly 4.64% dividend, and you guys, it's just Realty Income, great, best REIT on the market that you could buy. So let's just move right along. Next one is CVS, currently at 64 bucks. I have 4 shares at an average cost of $63.04. They make up almost 2.5% of my portfolio. Overall, I'm up about 2% at 5 bucks, and nothing really great, but they do pay a 3.13% dividend. I really do like them, CVS. I'm here for the long haul. Target up next at 129 right now. I have 3 shares at an average cost of $104.47. They make up about 3.74% of my portfolio. My total return is almost 24%, about $75. 2.07 dividend. Target over Walmart any day of the week. I won't buy Walmart. Not saying it's not great, but Target would get my money over that anytime. Moving right along to JPM. They're currently at 97 bucks. I have 3 shares at $92.17 a share. They make up 2.81% of my portfolio. I'm up 5.46%, about 15 bucks. They do pay a 3.75 dividend. Love JPM. I think it's one of the strongest financials. And the next one is another one of my absolute favorites. If you think you know what the next one is, just pop it down below. I feel like there's really like 3 that I talk about so much, like being obsessed with. So it's really, you got a 1 in 3 shot to be right with this. You probably guessed it. It is Pepsi, you guys. Pepsi's currently at 136. I have 3 shares and an average cost about 125. They make up almost 4% of my portfolio. I'm up a total of almost 9%, $33. That's sweet. 2.84% dividend yield. That has been uninterrupted for a very long time. Get you a can, get you a snack, get you a share. Medtronic coming in next year, currently 97 bucks. I have 3 shares at 98 bucks an average, 2.8% of my portfolio. I am down about 1.14%. Don't care. They pay 2.26% dividend. Love them. Thanks, Medtronic. Moving right along into a new ad that I haven't talked about yet, but I did mention about wanting to get it, and I did. I pulled the trigger, so spoiler alert. That is Discover Financial. They are currently at $50.45. I have 3 shares and an average cost of about $49.45. They only make up about 1.46%. I'm up 2%. They have a great dividend of 3.56. I will link the video down below when I talk more about them. Check that out because they were not on my radar. Definitely on my radar now. The next one is the goat of all goats, and that would be Apple, you guys. Apple is just tearing. But I have 2 shares at average cost of $308.90. They are the biggest holding in my portfolio, almost 8.5%. I'm up almost 43%, about $261. I did a whole video on Apple and the audio sucks and I felt really, really bad. Basically talking about the stock split or whatever. My advice, just buy Apple. Buy it regardless. Just keep buying Apple. On the other hand, we have Microsoft here at $212. I have 2 shares at $186. They make up a little bit over 4%. I am up currently almost 14%, about $52. They do pay a small dividend. Microsoft piggybacking off of Apple, but I would pick Apple over Microsoft, but I like both, so why not have both? You know, if you want it all, you can have it all. This next one is just a fun play for your girl. It is Wendy's, $22 right now. They kind of shot the bed today. 2 shares at an average cost about $14.26. They only make up 0.4% of my portfolio. I'm up almost 60% though, damn. Okay, Wendy's, I see you. Small little dividend here. Just, they got the best fast food, and that's why I got them in my portfolio. Next one is another REIT that I really do love. Pays a monthly dividend. It's industrial. It is Stag Industrial, and they're currently at 33 bucks. Dividend coming in, not great, but that's only because I have 2 shares, $28.60. Only 0.64% of my portfolio. I'm up about 16%. I'll definitely be adding more to Stag, but like those other ones, it's kind of just like not something I was really thinking about or looking at. The next one is, you already know, Johnson & Johnson, one of my top 3. Currently on 148. I have 2 shares, average cost of $143.20. Makes up 2.86% of my portfolio. I'm up about 3.63%, almost 11 bucks. That dividend, that's sweet dividend. Love J&J Healthcare. If you only want to buy one, buy this one. But Also, don't ever listen to what I say and do your own due diligence. Don't come at me. Don't buy or sell anything because I say you should. Next on the list is Nike. Nike's currently at 194. I have two at an average cost of about 96.56. They almost make up 2%. I'm up a total of 4.5%. They do pay a small dividend. Nike's really just a growth opportunity for me. I believe they're going to go a long way. Nike, I mean, it is what it is. AbbVie coming in right after Nike at 93.30. The dividend coming in. I have two shares at an average cost of about $91.24. They make up almost 2% of my portfolio. I'm up only 2.25 basically. AbbVie's dividend, I mean, let's just look, like one share is $1.18. So obviously I bought the second share after this was already calculated, so it's no big deal. It'll just go up next time, but I will definitely be adding more AbbVie. This next one has the best Coca-Cola that you can buy, and that is going to be McDonald's. And if you agree with me, smash the damn thumbs up. You know McDonald's has the best Coca-Cola. Don't get it twisted like that. But they're currently almost $200. I have one share at an average cost of $172.75. They make up almost 2%. I'm up a total of 15.35%, about $27. They pay a great dividend, great company. I don't need to talk much about McDonald's. Coming in next is Honeywell, almost $151 currently. I have one share at an average cost of $143.86. They only make up about 1.45%. I'm up almost 5%. They do pay a 2.3% dividend. Love Honeywell. Didn't really talk too much about why. Kind of did in one video, but let's move on to the next one. This next one is another one of my favorite growths. I don't have a lot of growths in this portfolio, let's be real, but this one is one of my favorites, and that is Chewy. You guys, Chewy's currently almost at $59. I have one share at $47.30. I'm up almost 24%, $11. They don't pay a dividend, but I'm telling you, this is the Amazon of the pet world, okay? The next one is another recent, kind of fun, fair, fresh, funky edition of mine that I did a whole video in and of itself for. I will link that here and also down below for you so you can check that shit out. But that is a Best Buy. You guys, they're currently almost $102. I bought them at $85.95. I'm up almost 19%. They almost make up 1% of my portfolio, and they do pay a 2.08% dividend. I do like Best Buy. Go check out that video to find out why. All right, you guys, we are coming near the end, sort of, kind of, but the next four stocks I have are ETFs. They're my favorite ETFs. I have four really like kind of low risk ETFs that are just super solid, like Vanguards, in my Roth IRA and M1 Finance. So that's kind of where I just do my ETF stuff, and I keep these ones on here because I'm probably gonna max these ones out about 25 shares a pop because I do have that Roth, and I kind of want Robinhood to be more like dividend, maybe a couple growth here and there. So don't really want this to have too many ETFs in it, but I do love these ones, just so you know. And the first one is SPYD. They're currently about $28. I have 10 shares at almost $31. They make up 2.71% of my portfolio. I am down almost 9%. I should dollar cost average on these at this point. Like I said, kind of forgot about these ones. Do really like this, and I will definitely be adding more to this now that I'm aware of this whole thing, so thank you. After that is SPYG. They're currently about $49. I have 7 shares at $39.23, about 3.3% of my portfolio. I'm up almost 25% on them. They do pay a 1.16% dividend. The other one was a dividend ETF, so they definitely pay a dividend too, but love this because it does emphasize growth. After that, I have DIV Global X Super Dividend US ETF, currently about almost $16. I have 6 shares at literally the same price it's at right now, so kind of a wash there. It's only about 0.92% of my portfolio. They do pay a dividend of 10.77, which a little high, but it's ETF, so I'm kind of like but you know, I do like this one. And then the fourth one that I have here is SPYV. It's a mix basically of dividends and growth, so they're currently about $30.52. I have 5 shares at $31.08, 1.5% almost of my portfolio, down almost 2%, 2.78% dividend. I really like this. SPYV, YG, YD are my faves. All right, so the next few stocks I have in my portfolio are mostly fractional shares, and then a couple free ones that I got from you guys using my link or me signing people up or whatever have you. So the next few, you know, they're not as sexy, but they're still in there, so I'll show you what they are. First one is going to be Google. Here I only have that many shares. I literally hate decimals, so you can see how many I have there. I'm currently up only 1.79%, about $1. But like I said, my fractional shares between these two companies, I literally just put my spare change into, and I just will continue to do that probably forever and ever, so that's all good. The next one of the fractional shares is Amazon here, currently trading well above my pay range, but that's how many shares I have. My market value, not even 1% of my portfolio. I'm up though 17%, it's about $11, pretty good, but like I said, spare change. They're like my piggy bank, these two. I just put the extra stuff in there. And then we move on to the free, so I have Orchid Island Capital here. They do pay a monthly dividend of 6 cents currently right now. That's why I keep them, but just one share. I mean, it is what it is for them. After that is Prospect Capital, another free one that I received here. They have a 6-cent dividend coming in. I keep them for that. And yeah, normally I would sell the free ones unless it was a good one, A, or B, like these ones, they pay a dividend, so I just keep them. And the last one in my portfolio is OPKO Health, and yeah, you can see there I'm only up because it's free. And they do not pay a dividend, so I may keep it, I may sell it, I don't really know, didn't really think about it, but we'll figure that out later. All right, y'all, so you can see here I have quite a bit of stuff going on in this portfolio, and a lot of people are like, oh, if you have too many you can't keep track, or you should really only have 10. Look, you do what you want. If you're on top of it and you know what you're doing and you're confident you can keep up with stuff and you've done your research, then do whatever you want, so whatever. But currently right now I do have, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 36 full companies here. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So I have 41, but a few fractionals are not full shares. So there you go. I'm just like stoked that I've hit that. So the next one's gonna be 15. We trying to grind. We're gonna try to get that 15K as soon as possible, y'all. If you made it this far in the video, please smash the damn thumbs up button. You already know it helps us out a ton, and I just honestly, every time I see a new like, I smile, and I just am so appreciative. And if you're this far in the video and you're not subscribed, just hit the damn button and join the crew. Just do it already. Come on now. And if you are this far, you already know that you are the real MVP. You gonna get some kisses. Come here, you know I love you. And like always, you guys, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. And always remember to do what sets your hearts on fire. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.